Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. So I don't know if you can hear that in the background. There is a toy dog barking that I can't get it to shut up. And anyways, I've tried. It's not even in this room. It's in this room. I put it somewhere else. I've tried. Oh, I can't find a little tiny screwdriver to get into the battery. Anyways, all hell broke loose here like about 20 minutes ago. So we got like a ton of snow here in the last 24 hours. Like I think I got about 2.5 feet here, and I've been shoveling these like tunnels. It's like a labyrinth in the yard right now. And so Larry's able to go out there because he can't escape from the labyrinth. The snow is just too deep. So he's going out there and Lily's going out there. And I'm telling you, they had the biggest hoot because the snow is this high and they're both this tall. So it's these walls around them. And Lily and Larry are running and hiding from each other in the labyrinth. It was so funny. But then Lily got carried away and she ended up cornering Larry. She barked at him and then he jumped in the snow and he got lost and I had to pick him up and I put him in the house, and then Lily, and I don't know, she grabbed this old dog toy. She was so riled up. She's almost 9 and she was like a little kid. She was like grabbing the toy. She another thing won't shut up. So anyways, you might hear, I want to say it's a pretty consistent period of time that it goes off. So you could, you could incorporate it into a rap or some type of music or woof woof. I don't know. So Taurus, I'm going to sit down and do your reading. It's what I wanted to do. And it was just like, I don't have time to find the screwdriver and I just want to sit down and do this. The day is getting ahead of me now. We're just going to look at your energy and an energy outside of you with the shadows of the Middle Ages. And I'm going to incorporate the tarot as well for Taurus. Your energy. Oh, the spider. It's almost like you're involved in something kind of complicated here, or you're trying to navigate yourself through. The spider talks about like a lot of different areas where we could be pulled in different directions, or there's a lot of different things to consider in regards to maybe a lot of possible options that you have here. The spider is also a working card for me and a manifestation card. So you could be in the process of manifesting something. However, it's not straight and narrow. There's a lot of different things, yays and nays too. If you think about a spider with a web, there's a lot of different things that can fly into the spider's web or land into the web. And some of these are things that the spider is not going to attempt to do anything with at all. Some of these things are great opportunities. And that, right, it is a manifestation through what comes to the spider. So we're going to see what the tarot tells us about that. What is the energy outside of you? Interesting. Birds. These two are having a conversation. They're very similar. Obviously, we can see that. Like, they're the same species. They're talking about something. So I don't know what they're talking about. Maybe it's you. Well, what are they talking about? What are these two birds getting together and conversing about, right? Like, they're having tea. They're sitting there and they're chit-chatting. Maybe about you and the moon. These two are talking about, could be spiritual stuff here. It could be. It could be spiritual things. It could be fears, psychics, some sort of communication going on between these two. This is interesting. How are you connected to the birds? It's also interesting if you think about the spider and the birds. They both consume the same things. I think I'm going to have to throw that dog outside. Not the real dog, the toy dog. It does look like a little too. The fairy. Oh. Now, interesting. Okay, because I'm gonna look at these. I'm gonna hold this up here, and you see how your energy is kind of like looking a little bit more that way. And these two are talking, and it's almost like it feels like this fairy energy is coming from, it's kind of supporting your back, something that you don't see. I don't know, like, there's like a lot of magic playing out in this reading, especially right with the moon, a lot of psychic energies. And then the fairy is really like, it's kind of like magic energies in the 3D. So you're connected somehow through, I want to say some type of magic. with this person, some type of manifestation energy, or not person, because there's two here. The key is the, isn't that weird that the dog toy is going off like that? I don't know, maybe you guys can't even hear it, but, and right, it's almost like this constant chat, this constant chitter chatter. So anyways, the key, somebody has a key to something. At least, or they did. Let's see. I don't know why that thing won't stop. You know what? Lily hasn't played with it for probably a couple years. I think the toy got all excited. It's like, oh my God, it's playing with me. It's like the Velveteen Rabbit. Finally was played with. Okay, but she's just gone back. It's funny because Lily's just gone to bed now. So that was her big burst of energy for the day. After going on a walk too, so she's done. Okay, the spider. You're the spider. Oh, the tower. Okay, I think there's a lot that has gone on here. There might be something in your life that's been kind of dismantled. Something that has happened here that has brought something to it's crumbling. It's crumbling. Something has crumbled here. Something in your life is crumbled. So this is almost like all of the things that you're trying to manage or deal with in that. What's the tower? Judgment. You know what this is reminding me of? Okay, this is like an energy of when something possibly doesn't at the time feel particularly good for oneself. It does, though, eventually become a road that is meant to be traveled by us. So like that's what this looks like to me. There's so far only 2 cards have come out that are tarot, and they're major arcana. It feels a little bit like it's something going on in your life that you necessarily don't have any control over. Maybe it's something you couldn't even imagine happening, but it's there. Now, I feel like there's a struggle here with trying to pick up the pieces or figure out how to either rebuild something with all of the, you know, all these broken bricks and stones that are laying around the proverbial tower here. Or it's even just like leave that mess and go into a new direction, right? I'm feeling a bit like it's leaning more towards that with judgment. Leave that mess and go towards something new here. What exactly, like, I don't know, crumbled, fell apart? Oh my God, really? Wow, the death card. It's just, okay. Yeah, there's only so much that, I don't know, you can do. You're really looking like you're in the energy here where God has taken the wheels of this ship here. And there's a lot of choices to make. Let me read, I'm going to read you the spider because to me it looks like you are dealing with something, I don't know if catastrophic is the right word. It could be. You need to kind of like have a new beginning here, a rebirth. Do you pick up the pieces that have fallen apart and try to rebuild them? Do you leave those pieces behind and just go in a completely new direction here? And there's a lot of different things, like in both aspects that you're likely considering, because the spider card represents manipulation, intrigue, and entanglement. It signifies a web of complexity, deceit, or hidden agendas. This card suggests the presence of cunning, calculated actions, or situations that may require careful navigation. It advises caution, discernment, and a keen awareness of the intricacies within relationships or circumstances. It reminds you to be mindful of the threads being woven around you and to untangle yourself from any entrapments that may hinder your progress. On the other hand, to achieve your goals, weave nets and seize opportunities. So, I don't know, like there's a lot to unpack with that card. And you've got all major arcana centered around it, and they're big. Like they just feel like big and kind of life-changing energies. All right, so I want to look at the birds. The birds is an energy outside of you. Oh, well, okay. The Six of Wands and the Knight of Swords. This is succeeding. This energy outside of you is succeeding. They have a clear path. Your fairies are guiding you over here. That's what this energy is. There's a lot of psychic energy involved in this. Like, to trust your intuition a lot here with this. Trust the signs and the synchronicity showing up around you, because I feel like the fairy is guiding you to this energy. You're trying to rebuild. This energy is successful. It has success, and there's nothing holding it back with the Knight of Swords. The Moon is what they're talking about. Oh, the Knight of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. A long-term plan. They're okay. These birds are talking about having a discussion with someone, maybe it's you, I don't know, that is a long-term, consistent plan here. There might be about helping to navigate some fears, because the energy of the cards that you're pulling out here, I could definitely see like fear and worry being emotions that I would associate with those kind of cards that have come out. And these birds over here, they are paving the road to success. I want to say that, I don't know, do you know them already? Maybe you do. Just my impression with this card is it looks like you're being, roof, follow the dog. Maybe there's a sign of that. Because, right, like it's almost like you're being guided to this energy. You're being guided to this energy. Is this, maybe this is something over here where you're going to collaborate. The Fairy. Justice. Justice. Everything associated with you is major arcana. Yes. You are in God's hands, my child. Fairies are working for you here. They are taking you from an area where, you know, it's hard to know what to trust. It's the other thing that I would say with the way the spider incorporates with those cards. It's hard to know what to trust. It's hard to know what is the truthful or the reliable path when everything is kind of falling apart here. There's this, just with the Tower and the Death card, feels like just a catastrophic ending of some sort, or like you don't see this coming, but it also feels like it all happens very swiftly. It crumbles, it's disintegrated, and then you must rise up and have a rebirth. Like, it feels like it happens in sort of a short period of time. Judgment and justice. The Fairy is justice for you. This is this. This is a long-term plan. Maybe it's you talking to someone here about this long-term plan. If you are going through something that feels, in a sense, catastrophic or a really unexpected ending of some type, try to take a breath. Like, literally try to take a breath here. See where you're being guided to go. To some degree, I want to say this would feel like the path of least resistance. Now, the path of least resistance is not always the best path, but I feel like because you've already been on a path here of great turmoil and destruction, the fairies, because she has justice, like that just feels like God has it lined up just the way God needs it to be lined up. And now the fairies are stepping in to guide you into this. And this is like, I feel like you're going to have a conversation here with someone. And this is, it's going to show you the success. It's going to show you the path to success. You will not hesitate on this. Like, it's just so clear and so obvious what to do. Now, I do feel like with the moon, these are coming out with the moon. I feel like it's important here to have discussions, open conversation about what the long-term steps are here and any fears like that there might be. I don't know, like I don't know what area of your life is. It's very, very open, especially with so much major arcana. What was this key? This key is here in the past. Why won't the toy dog shut up, Larry? Larry's like shock and awe. No, you're wet. Come up on the couch. Come here. Dad. Oh, such a good boy, Larry. Such a good boy. There we go. Did you run out in the labyrinth of snow today? Did you? Did the lily dog come at you? Well, you know you come at her in the house all the time. You do. You got it back. You planted those seeds and they have sown. He will hide behind the couch when he knows Lily is coming around the corner and jump on her all the time. She takes it with stride. Like she just keeps running and she sometimes at him, and it's never vicious. It's just playback. But she was at the advantage out in the snow labyrinth today. He's just trying to reclaim his dignity, I think. We love you. Mwah. Okay, the key. The Six of Swords and the Ten of Cups. Oh, it's like a happy group. A happy group building together with other people here. The key is building together with other people. So that's where you're going. I don't know. It's like this was the thing before. The key, being led. Being led. See, the Six of Swords is, for me, it is sort of like, again, it's God taking the wheel. God took the wheel here for you. Something's going on. It's almost like God brought you into a storm, but to strip away the boat and prepare you to right, like almost land on shore. Otherwise, if the storm didn't come in, maybe you would have just stayed out in the ocean. But it would feel catastrophic at the time, right? Like, oh my God, I'm out here in the ocean and why is this all happening? Why is this going down like this? Because you're not going to need a boat. And when you realize that you can't stay in this boat and you see the shore, well, what are you going to do? You're going to go to the shore without hesitation. But there's something here that you're meant to build with at least another person or maybe a group. Oh, the Devil? The Devil and the Nine of Swords here. Oh, check this out. I've never really looked at this moon card in the reverse. Look at that moon card in the reverse. Doesn't that cat look huge? Because this is how it's typically seen. But it's almost realizing that you're bigger than your fears. You're actually bigger than your fears. Where when the moon card is in the upright, we're looking and thinking, oh my God, our fears are much bigger, like what we perceive. So you're bigger than your fears, but then the Devil and the Nine of Swords. I feel like this has something to do with being worried that something has gone on here that is of not a higher energy. And I'm going to tell you, because, I mean, there are things that can happen like to us, right? But I don't feel like they can't get corrected this quickly, whatever's going on here, because it does look like something is being corrected quite quickly for you. And when like dark energies create chaos and destruction, it takes a very, very long time for order to come back from that. A divine will create order again, but it takes time, right? Because it wasn't part of divine's plan. But this is something that looks like it's kind of happened in a very sudden and catastrophic way. But you are quickly being moved towards a much more successful, long-term, stable energy. Yeah. And that's what I have. That's what I have. There's not really much else to say about that. Except I'm going to put that dog, toy dog somewhere far, far away. in this house. Where should we put it, Larry? No, I'm going to go do the extended. In the extended, I'm going to ask, what is the unexpected coming towards you, and what is the unexpected coming towards this other energy? So for some of you, I feel like this other energy could be you in the future, like where the fairy is guiding you. Regardless, though, I feel like there's at least one other person here, though, in this. So I am going to look at both of those aspects. And that's what I have for you, my bovine babies. The link to the, what am I trying to say? I haven't said this for so long. The link to the extendeds is at the top of the description of this video. Thank you so much, everyone. Until next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.